We're looking at integrating our BIM level 2 into our quality management system more generally rather than going outside to a third party. I was just wondering what your view was on how we get stamped OK for BIM level 2.
Okay, there are lots of things that you can measure. You can measure people and training capability. You can measure organisations. You mentioned 9001, which is an organisational measurement, and we could end up with 9001 brackets 1192 closed brackets. Or we could end up like retail have, where they only test the transaction, and banking the same, which is quite brutal because if the transaction fails, you just get your data given back and say fix it. So one of the things we've got to decide is where do we fit this accreditation and certification process. As I said earlier, I'm always wary, and I take your point, I'm always wary about introducing cost into any supply chain. I always makes me double think. So we're going to introduce a load, especially for SMEs who want to get up the hill. How do we do it? What's the minimum touch we can do to get the right results? And currently we're working with UCAS, through the UK Accreditation Service, to look at the integration of 9001 and 1192 as an organisational accreditation process. The reason it's taken a long time to do is actually we wanted to make sure that the standards were right first, because I didn't want to set a whole load of cost and process going, accrediting something we were going to modify. They're fixed now. The last release is out in the next few weeks in terms of addendums. So we are working with UCAS to start the process to put an accreditation into the market, and that will get away from, as we discussed earlier outside, there are lots of people appearing, certifying courses. We don't know whether they're good, bad, or indifferent. We've got ICE and RICS and BRE and all sorts.
So advice is don't pay anybody yet.
For sure, but for sure, pay people right now. But check it first before you dive.